Good afternoon, fellow ABs. I'd like to introduce myself. I'm ABE1 Sean Berna, currently stationed on USS George H.W. Bush as the Bow Catapult's leading petty officer. We're here to talk to you today about my nomination as a board of directors for the ABMA Tidewater chapter. A little career history: joined the Navy on April 10th, 2012. First duty station was USS Dwight D. Eisenhower, where I showed up as an undesignated airman. Let me tell you, I had no idea what ABEs did, let alone what any AB was going to do every day. But I fell in love with the flight deck very quickly. During my time there, I was met with a ton of adversity, some hard mentors, and a bunch of all-ray bosuns that I've worked for that have made me into the leader that I am today. When it came up time for orders, I was selected as recruit division commander in ABE1. I showed up to RTC in August of 2017, and I was met with a bunch of motivated ABs that I became very close with. During my time there, I also realized that the ABs that we had up at RTC were extremely disconnected with the ABs and the community on the waterfront, both east and west. I started to ask the questions: how? Do we have the ability? Why do we need to? Can we establish a chapter? There was a few retired AB CMs that worked at RTC at the time. One that was a regional vice president that I confided in, and I asked the question, was there a chapter ever here? I said people had attempted. We had tried to start a chapter. I gathered up a group of very motivated ABs with myself, and we established the Windy City chapter, which is still currently thriving at Recruit Training Command. Once I left after COVID in 2021, I reported to USS George H.W. Bush in February of 2022. We had a TRACOM CQ, COM2X, and then a vigorous 9-month deployment that we just returned from. The ABMA is right around the corner, and I'm very excited to see everybody that I have not seen in many, many years. But back to what we're here for. I'm here to convince you that I would be a great candidate for the board of directors for the ABMA Tidewater chapter. So let me give you the reasons. Number one, I promise you, I'm the hardest working individual you've ever met in your entire life, and I will give you 1,000% of my time and my effort, and to ensure that this association will thrive and flourish in the current time that we are in now. The sailor has changed. The way that the Navy is working has changed, and everyone should be included, and also everyone should be informed. The current issues I see with any association in the Navy right now, to include the ABMA, is not everybody knows what we're doing. So what I would bring to the table: new ways to ensure that communication can get out to our sailors. New ways to ensure that across the board, the sailor, the junior, the E5, the hardworking work center suit, the LPO, has the inclusion and the ability to attend meetings. Ensure that they're not within working hours. Ensure that they would have the ability to then thrive in their job when and where required. How? Across the waterfront, currently, we have 2 aircraft carriers, CVN-73 and CVN-77. One of which is going into a maintenance phase, and the second one of which is about to start workups and go on deployment. Both of these boats hold very interconnected ABs, to include the ABEs. There's absolutely no reason on why we cannot support. Yes, the mission comes, but at the end of the day, this association thrives because of the amount of influence that we have across the board. So why not ensure that everybody could be there? I have no problem being the liaison and or the board of directors to then walk across the boat and have a conversation with the all-ray bosuns and support across with the handlers and any other entity at that point to ensure that we can be ready to go. With your support, I could be another seat in that board of directors for the ABMA Tidewater chapter to ensure that our chapter on the Norfolk waterfront is still strong. I appreciate your time. I know it's been very long at this point. Enjoy the rest of your day.